Continuing on with our theme, this week's rant is on the difference between private school, public school, and homeschool. For the record, I was public schooled. There's some people that are out there that criticize those that are public schools, saying that the education is kind of lacking. I don't really see it. In my opinion, you really have to cater to the kids, because everybody learns differently. And you may be a little outdated, but you gotta hold up for everybody, and you gotta do the same for private school too. I mean, I learned completely different than everybody else. And I was, kind of slow in English, but I was really fast in math, and I had to go their pace for math and have to retake English a few times. And it's the same thing with private school too. You can only go so far. They're only going to teach you so much. And if you accelerate at something, they're not going to they're not going to make extra classes just for you. Public school, you have music interaction, you have sports interaction, you have academic interaction. It's just really interactive, and it's really social, and it's beautiful. Private school is really fun because you get to shell out more money so your kids can wear a dorky costume. That's what it really is. It's conformity. Alright. Yay for conformity. Like, why is that? Why is it when you go to a private school you have to wear some stupid outfit that everybody else is wearing? Aren't we teaching our kids to be individuals and to stand up for themselves? And then, although I will say that private schools and small public schools are the same in the fact that you do have to deal with the same X amount of kids for 12 years, and you're just kind of haunted by your childhood. So if you did something kind of stupid or whatever when you're 7, you're still haunted by it by 17. And they won't let you forget. So, not speaking from personal experience, but but I haven't touched on homeschool at all, so let's talk about homeschool. Homeschool, what the hell? I mean, I don't know, I guess it works for some people, but I just see a lot of things wrong with it. I mean, you have to take the time out to basically tutor your own kid, and you're with that, you can't get rid of them whatsoever, so they're just constantly, well, I don't really want to say that they're a thorn in your side, but still, they're still there all the time, and there's no peace whatsoever, and you get tired of them, they get tired of you. You have to constantly be there, and what social interaction is there? There's just you and the kids. Granted, the kids in a class all by themselves, and they're guaranteed valedictorian, unless they're a twin, but still, I mean, there's no social interaction. Don't you want your kids to have that, So you spend all day with your kid, and then you have to kick them out and send them somewhere where they will interact with other kids, and so they won't be nut jobs later. Just save time and effort and go over to a public school, really. Or a private school for that matter, just send them out there. I mean, so instead of a regular music class, you have Guitar Hero or Karaoke Revolution. Instead of gym class or sports, you have like Madden 09. And what? Driver's Ed is Gran Turismo? Okay, I guess Driver's Ed you could do, but I mean, don't we want our kids to be socially active? I mean, what would be the difference between like a class trip and family vacation? Like brown sack lunches? I'm sure detention would be horrible. Go to the principal's office. But Dad doesn't get home till 5. Well, go anyway. Then there's one of my favorite old jokes. The good, the bad, the ugly. The good news, your son has found a new love interest. The bad, it's with his teacher. The ugly, he's homeschooled. Speaking of which, what about like prom? I mean, that's supposed to be a big thing, you get to go prom and hey and dance the night away and hopefully get laid and everything else like that. Not if you're homeschooled, hopefully you don't get laid. I really wouldn't want to. Oh, well, I guess there are some interesting people out there, but I really wouldn't want to. You know, and then, like, the graduation ceremony, you know. What do you do? Just put on your bathrobe and shower cap and just go, hey. Yes, my son, he graduated. Don't worry. He did all the classes he was supposed to. You can trust me. I don't know. But that's just kind of my opinion, I guess. Next week I will finish this up and you'll actually finally understand why I'm going on such a school tangent. School ranting, school, yeah. Yay for school. So tune in next week to figure out what all this is about. Alright? Bye bye.